So we have our Tesla Model 3 Performance 2021, and today is finally the time to change the cabin air filters, both of them. And this should be a very easy DIY job. So what do we need for this job? Of course, two air filters. They are absolutely same, and of course common hand tools. We will need from this toolbox T20, I believe, if I remember correctly, and this should be everything needed in order to change the filters. Also, let me just quickly unbox one of the filters. It should come with, come on. Okay, so coming with instructions how to perform the change, but it's always a little bit different between every variant. So the first step we need to do is, of course, to open our passenger door, and here we need to take out the carpeting or any floor mats that we have, and here we need to remove this section of the carpet. So basically the way to remove it is by just grabbing it from the most inner side. There's enough place for hand, and there are multiple clips like this one that you just pop out like this, and the whole panel is out. Of course, there's a lot of dirt here that has been accumulated. So the next step is here in the right side of the central console. Here is our box or compartment with both filters. There are three variants of this box that were changed between the years. The first one, I think it's the earliest one, where this cover of the box here is held only on clips. So there is a clip on the below side, clip on the top, and it just pops out. The second variant is with two bolts, one on the bottom, one of the top above this cover. So you need to remove this cover here below the glove box as well. And the third variant, I think mine is the third variant, it's only screw only on the bottom. So I should not be required to remove this panel, I believe. I would now try. So let me try. This should be T20. So I'll grab my T20. Okay, it's T20. And now let me remove it. Okay. I'll try not to lose the bolt between the carpeting and the car, and so it just pops out. So this is, as you can see, this is the variant with only screw on the bottom and just a clip on the top. And here are our cabin filters. I'll try to pop them out. I'm not sure if they're going to come out without removing this top part. I'm too lazy to remove it, but let's try. So this is the top one. Okay, with a little bit of a bending, it's able to get out. The old one, the first one, and here we can see it. Seems to be exactly the same filter, blue one from Bosch. Let's check for any dust. Yeah, there's a lot of debris. I will show later, but the health store of this filter was 85%, so it should be 85% okay, but nevertheless I would like to replace it. Okay, and the second filter is below this one. You need to pull it out, pull it up, and then pull it out. So like this. And once again, just a similar filter with a lot of dust in it. So now we take our brand new filter, we unbox it, and yes, the filter is absolutely the same. You need to keep in mind when installing the new one, the airflow, where it's coming from and where it's going to. So there should be an indication like this one, airflow, and the airflow should come from the front to the car to the back. So it would stand like this, like we just got out the old filters. So we just need to install the first filter. I'll try to squeeze it gently so we don't damage it for not removing the bottom part of the glove box compartment. Okay. So it's a little bit of a gentle squeeze. It's perfectly in place, it's not deformed. The first one is already in place. Now it's time for the second one. Here is the second filter. And once again, we follow the airflow diagram, airflow direction, and very gently just squeezed up until pass through this area. I remember on the Audi S8 it was, let's say, mediocre or medium difficulty to replace the filter, but I remember on the A6 before that, I haven't filmed that one, but on it was like half a day job because the filter was in this front area. It was very hard to reach it. You need to stay upside down. And it was very painful. My hands got scratched and so on. So the filter is perfectly aligned. It's not deformed. We just pull it inside. We make sure that those tabs for pulling out the filter are squeezed inside. And now we can just close the cover. We prepare our screw. And the cover have this like a latch on the top. It's not latch. I don't know if you can see it. It's like a place where a metal part is going. So we go, let me just clean this dust. So it should go. Try to feel it. Okay, so it's just going on the top side, and we just get the screw back in. the T20 and it's a very small screw, but it's doing the job. So just give it a tight without too much pressure, tighten it up. It was very lightly tightened up. I'm not sure if that's okay. I didn't check the torque specification, but I think that you should not tighten it up very much. Okay, so now in summary, we've got the cover closed. Let me just remove those boxes and packaging from here. And now we get our side panel. It will be a good idea to clean up here a little, but I don't have a vacuum cleaner right now. Unfortunately, I will do this separately. Here's one of the clips. So now we just align the panel here. Panel should just go back. Let me just switch to the wide view camera. Just go back very tightly. All the clips. Okay. And now just get back the carpet. I'll get it back later. So now, final step is to reset the cabin air filter life score. So we go to car, we go to service, no service mode, service. Then maintenance, I think it was. And maintenance details, record. You're about to create a record in the vehicle service history which will obey the next recommended service. Cabin air filter replacement on 7th of August. This is today, and this kilometers. So click confirm. So we could see was maintenance, sorry. 7th of August 2025, next in 2027, or it's recommended. Bosch recommends to replace those filters on 15. On 15, let me just turn on the lights, on 15,000 kilometers. So that was everything. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video useful. It's one of the easiest jobs. Like most of the jobs on Tesla, it's very easy and very easy to do without any service assistance. It's just one screw to be removed at the end. So I believe everyone could perform this task. Thanks for watching. Bye. I think I just, after the service reset, I just walked into the service mode, and now the health score is at 100% again. So it seems that was the correct way. I was doing this service mode first, like it was described in the Tesla service manual, which I took a look before starting all of this, but it seems that we don't need to do this. So that was everything. Once again, thanks for watching, and see you next time.